How are you guys doing? I'm back with another video, and what I have in front of me are two 14-inch MacBook Pros with the new M2 chips that Apple released last week. So I'm not going to do both of them, but I'm going to do one of them, the unboxing and the review, to let you guys know what's inside of them, the specs of them, and whatnot. So I already opened one of them slightly, tiny bit. And excuse my voice, because I was sick a couple days ago, so my voice may seem a little bit raspy, but just bear with me. But yeah, this is the 14-inch MacBook Pro with the M2 Max chip. We're going to bring that closer to you guys. The terabyte of storage extension, etc. So, pretty nice. What's going on here? Get 32 gigs of memory, a terabyte of storage, 14 inches. And the specs on them are fairly simple. I won't read them all out to you guys. I did make a video on this a couple of days ago. So just watch the video, I'll just put it on the screen with all the specs. Don't want to bore you guys to death. But these are going to be all the specs. So comes with standard app packaging that you get in a MacBook Pro. It is a pretty hefty device. Let's open this up. Your standard peel-offs that they have. Let's flip this bad boy over.
Oh my god! Wow!
Such a clean take out. Put this in the on the side here, and you get your standard Apple screen cover in the clear case, the MacBook. Alright, then you have your standard cover. You have your charger here, you have your manual here, etc. I'm not seeing a brick so far. We'll see if that they do come with it or not. But yeah, standard, and there's the brick. So you do get that standard brick to handle that voltage, or to handle that wattage. And this is a pretty hefty machine wrapped in the plastic, so it's clean as well. Keep that to the side. And then you have one of my most favorite features on this is the braided MagSafe cable that it comes with. Very, very nice, very, very sleek. Just looks all around very beautiful. And that'll be it. Empty box. So let's put this to the side now and see what we got inside. So it comes with these three things. Like I said before, we have your normal, MagSafe port. Let's rip this bad boy up. Alright. And then we have your normal braided MagSafe cable, like I said before. Open this up as well.
2 hours later.
Alright. It's very difficult packaging to open that up. But you got the braided cable on this as well. Feels very nice. We'll keep the manual to the side for now. And we'll open that clear packaging on the MacBook itself. Keep that to the side. Yeah, just absolutely beautiful. Your standard, I think this is gonna be space gray. Standard covers. It's very cold because it was outside before. It just came out. Your pads to help with the bottom. But yeah, very, very nice. Let's open this up and see. Might have to charge this thing. So let's plug this in. It's gonna be a USB-C charger. It's braided. Let's plug this in. How satisfying was that? Just so satisfying. You can just...
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Plug it in like that. And the button is on, the orange button. Lets know it's charging. And it has a sound effect. I don't know if you guys heard that, to let it know that it is charging. So let's open this up. And bring the camera over here. So it's gonna come with your standard, silicone cone, you know, screen correctly tape this, peel this. Alright, and let's review this. That boy says hello, your normal kind of Apple screen. Let's hit continue with the arrow. The normal kind of Apple setup process. Hit English for language. Again, obviously, if you live in a different country, select the language you do prefer. Comes with all of them. Then ask for your country and region. And put United States because we are in the US. And then your accessibility features, which I don't need, so I'm click not now for that. Then we're connected to Wi-Fi. So after you do connect it to Wi-Fi, it's gonna ask for a software update. So we're gonna continue this so we have the latest specs. But yeah, I did pre-order this a couple days before it came out, and I just like to mention that the other reviews you see out there are mostly Apple guys, Apple users. I'm a big anti-Apple guy. I have a Samsung watch, Samsung phone, etc. Big Samsung user. So this is gonna be a completely unbiased perspective on these MacBooks that I'm gonna be reviewing in the coming weeks. So just keep that in mind. I don't have any biasness towards them, but I will give it props for what they do good and what they do bad. But yeah, it's an installing system update right now, and I'll be back whenever this is done. So as we wait for this to update, I'm gonna be eating some Girl Scout cookies. Make sure you support your Girl Scouts in the local area. I've got myself about 3 boxes of Thin Mints, so I'm gonna be out here just enjoying all these updates.
A few moments later.
So it just finished updating, and I'll say one thing. It said it takes about 5 to 10 minutes, but the whole update did take about 15 to 20 minutes. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you're in a really nice connected area with Wi-Fi, otherwise it will take a long time. Let's continue. After the update, I'll ask you to select your country or region again, and then you're with your Wi-Fi network again. Yeah, I don't really know why they made us do that twice, but just how it is. It's gonna ask about data and privacy. Just hit continue. And then it'll give you a migration assistant, but you can actually transfer all your data from a Windows or a MacBook itself. So that's kind of convenient if you are getting this MacBook as an upgrade or so. But we're not gonna have anything right now. I just want it as a blank screen. After that, it's gonna ask you to create an Apple ID if you don't have one already. I personally don't, so I'm gonna just make one real fast.
Much later.
It's then gonna give you a series of questions and automations. If you want to turn on Siri, turn on Apple ID, turn on encrypted passwords, etc. I've skipped all this for now because I just want to have the base laptop and change it later. But yeah, I am finally in the laptop. Very nice screen. You get the touch fingerprint ID on the top right side of the keyboard. A very sleek, very nice base of it. Very sturdy, but it is quite heavy, to be honest. But for a terabyte of storage, it's not that bad compared to like a Dell or an HP laptop. But yeah, this is kind of the whole setup process of the MacBook. Very similar to any other Apple device you have, if it's a phone, a watch, etc. So first thing I'm gonna do is test out the camera on this. So this is the footage on my screen for FaceTime. I wouldn't say it's 4K, but it's not terrible. I mean, it'll do what you need to do. Pretty clear. I would suggest you're in like a lit area. So the green button does turn on whenever you are recording. But make sure you are keeping yourself in a lit area, because if you don't, I don't think you can light yourself pretty well. But yeah. So one thing I don't like about MacBooks, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you can just tap the trackpad and it just goes. It comes with the feature that you have to actually click on it, which I don't really like per se. And obviously the fact that it's not touchscreen. There was a rumor that came out recently that they were planning on making touchscreen MacBooks. I don't know how accurate that'd be because it'd render their iPad useless. But we'll see about that. Very basic basic settings panel. Your basics, display, wallpaper, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, etc. So not much different there. Overall, it's pretty much the same as the M1 kind of Max and Pro series. It's just obviously a lot faster with more storage, more memory, more specifically, so it's gonna be a lot faster. I'm gonna run some tests on this. when editing this current video. I'm going to edit on this MacBook and see how long the rendering process is, how long the exporting process is, and yeah, I'll let you guys know. But before I end this video, I'm going to give you a big summary on how I feel as a non-Apple user, just in general, my complete unbiased opinion on this. It's not bad, but then again, for the price point, I don't think it's worth it, especially if you're a college student. I wouldn't recommend this to anyone, even if you're like editing, video editing, photoshopping, etc. Even those big programs, I wouldn't recommend this. After all, 32 gigs of RAM isn't really necessary unless it's your actual job, you work for a production company, etc. And you would need to use it for rendering, exporting, etc. But overall, I would not recommend this for school. For an Apple laptop, if you do need that memory and RAM, this would be for you, but I would never recommend this laptop to anyone. I would much rather recommend you the M2 Pro with the MacBook Pro or the Air. Much more convenient. You better off using that one as a daily user if you're just using it for normal office work, school work, etc., or just using it as a daily computer. Especially if you have a PC. This is more your PC. If you don't have a PC and laptop, you want something portable, this would be the way to go. But overall, it's a very nice laptop, don't get me wrong. But it's hard to find a specific niche for people that would buy this if you're not in editing videos, rendering videos, exporting videos for production companies, etc. And one of my favorite things about this MacBook is the fact that I have an SD card slot, an HDMI port, and 2 USB-C extras. The M2 Air, the Pro, only have 2 USB slots, which I don't really like that much. I do like the SD card slot a lot, mostly because I do edit nowadays. So it's very useful to me getting an adapter or so, connecting the SD card to a USB-C slot. So just more convenient, but overall, it's not that bad. I would give this laptop just by itself objectively a good 8.59 out of 10. I do think it's the best laptop on the market right now. Easily by far, the M2 Max chip is going to be hard to beat. But based on usability, I would just give it a good 6.5, 6.0 out of 10. Purely because I don't know anyone who would actually be able to use all 32 gigs of RAM and use it to its full potential. People may still buy it because it has lots of RAM. It will make things a lot faster for you, but I don't think anyone can use this to its full potential, unless you're in one of those gigs I talked about before. But yeah, overall for the price point, if you have no budget, just want the best of the best, this would be the one for you. If you're working on a budget and you're wondering if this is right for you, it's not probably. I'd recommend going with M1 Pro, M1 Max if you want a better chip and faster processing speed, or just go with the typical M2 Pro MacBook with the base M2 chip, or just go with the Air if you're in school or not. And yeah, insert my future self, letting you know how long the rendering process did take. Hi, it's Sleep There from the future, and the process wasn't that bad. I'm currently running a Dell Inspiron, which is about 5-6 years old, that I got in high school. And the rendering process usually takes about 1 or 2 hours for me, because it's not really an editing laptop, it doesn't have a graphics card, etc. This process was very, very fast. It took about 10 minutes up to kind of render and export this one video. So very, very fast speed, like I said before. It's very nice, very convenient, but that's gonna be about it. But yeah, taking off from past sleep though. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. The M2 Pro chip unboxing and review will be released in the coming days after this video is out. So be on the lookout for that. So hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you next time. I'll see y'all later.